So Joachim, congratulations on Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
Thank you.
At what point did you get to watch the first Maleficent movie, and what was your kind of initial response to it?
Well, I saw it when it came out, and I saw it with my daughters. At that time, they were very young. But I think what grabbed me, and it surprised me a little bit how it grabbed me, because it was such an emotional story, and as a parent, I very much related to the Maleficent Aurora story, the mother-daughter story there, and I think for me, going into continuing to tell this story was probably the most important thing was to continue exploring their relationship, because I very much believe in, finding the emotional core of any movie, and any story. Because I know, of course, it's a big spectacle as well. You have the battles and all of that. It doesn't really matter if you don't care about the characters. So I think that was the most important thing for me going into this.
And were there kind of pressures that came with, you touched on it yourself, you were continuing on a story that a director had already begun. Was there kind of extra stress or pressure with that?
No, I mean, there's always stress making any movie,
Fair.
Yeah, it's always fun looking back at. But I think it's kind of also like a privilege, to be honest, because you get to see what works in a way, and what the fans love, and what you love yourself, and so you get to pick the best parts, and then you can keep those, and then, of course, for me as a filmmaker, it's always going to be important to make an original, movie, and to expand the universe and all of that. So, but I think it's like you get a little bit the best of both worlds, I feel.
Mm-hmm, for sure. Do you think that there could be another sequel to Maleficent?
It depends. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, no, you know how it goes. If it goes well, I don't think they'll stop here, but we'll see. It's a beloved universe. I really, and being part of this now, and seeing now starting doing the premieres all over the world, and seeing the fans, and it's just great fun, because I've been in a dark room for a year, and to see that there's actually such a huge interest for it, it's fantastic.
Is there anywhere that you in particular would like to kind of see the story go next? Do you have any ideas, or?
Yes.
You won't reveal them. Okay. Even a little tease? No.
No, I think let's start with this one. And get into this story and see how it goes. So yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Before this, you also did Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. So you've worked with Disney on a couple of features now. What's your experience of working for the House of Mouse?
I've had a great experience, and this is, as you say, my second Disney film. And before going into making Pirates of the Caribbean, you hear horror stories about working for big studios in Hollywood, and I come from independent movies and all of that. But I've been very lucky. I feel very privileged, and I love the people that I've been working with. And I think in the long run, when you spend we spent years together, basically. This is my 5th year working for Disney, and it's very important who you work with, I think, in order to get to go the distance. And I've been very lucky, so I like it.
We have an Irish actress in the film, actually, Jen Murray, and I was wondering, what was your experience working with her?
She's great.
Yeah.
No, she's and it's always, there's a lot of characters in the film, and she's in the film she kind of plays Queen Ingrid's right-hand man in a way, woman, and. Which means that she's in a lot of scenes, but she's very much the puppeteer in the background, not saying that much in the scenes. And I remember having her. There's a big dinner scene in the film, and I have all the cast sitting, and my idea was to have her sit, among the cast, and then Jen says, "I don't think that's right. I think I should stand behind Queen Ingrid, like a little bit off to the side." So, okay, great idea. The thing is, like, this is a 10-page scene, and she doesn't have any lines in it. we shot for a week. So basically, she was standing for a week behind Michelle Pfeiffer. And never complained. And it was her idea. So.
Well, see, I wouldn't be complaining about standing behind Michelle either. Most of us wouldn't.
Yeah, no, but she's great. She's amazing.
All right, well, that's a lovely note to leave it on. So we'll leave it there, Joachim.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Okay,
much
great.
again.
Thank you so much.
One can never be too careful.
This isn't you.
You do not know me.